The Cathedral of Chartres, as it stands today, was built between 1194 and 1260 by various architects. Located roughly 50 miles outside of Paris, the early Gothic cathedral looms over the surrounding medieval city. Both in appearance and structure, Chartres is a remarkable place that continues to provide inspiration for architects today. Having been partially destroyed by fire many times throughout its history, Chartres remains a magnificent and slightly mismatched cathedral. This is particularly evident in its two contrasting spires of noticeably different height and style. One was built in the 12th century, the other was rebuilt 200 years later after a fire consumed the existing spire. While the exterior cathedral is certainly elaborate, the interior is even more detailed. The interior of Chartres is laid out in a cross-shaped floor plan, with each of the four ends pointing directly in each cardinal direction. The walls inside were considered a library of sorts in ancient times, depicting significant scenes and events in biblical life and forming a progressing sequence as one moves through the interior. A large labyrinth sits in the center among numerous columns that form high arches. The Cathedral of Chartres was a pioneer of the Gothic movement, which had the aim of creating churches that would reach ever higher into the heavens. Chartres was one of the first to address this ideal by using flying buttresses to support its immense walls and spacious interior. The buttresses also helped to define the outer structure of the cathedral and its appearance. Chartres is noted for having perhaps the largest stained glass windows at that time, which is also made possible by the flying buttresses. A veritable museum of stained glass, Chartres is remarkable in the fact that almost all of its windows are entirely intact and have only been minimally damaged over the years. Besides providing an extraordinary example of early Gothic architecture and its contributions to modern construction, Chartres has a deep cultural significance to the people of France. What is perhaps the most intriguing tale in the cathedral's history began when the previously existing church on that site burned to the ground in 1194. Because that church was thought to have held a sacred garment worn by Mary, the townspeople were devastated after the fire, assuming the relic had been destroyed. When some clergy members emerged with the garments days after the fire, it was taken as a holy sign to rebuild the church. The truth of the story is questionable. There is no doubt that Chartres has become an important cultural and religious monument in France, with thousands of people making the 70-mile pilgrimage to Chartres each year.